If you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description and you'll find items such as this, a soy story. Alright, so we got this game, Ion Fury, used to be Ion Maiden, till they changed it. Probably to not be confused with Iron Maiden. Anyway, this game is a follow-up to Duke Nukem. In fact, the creators of the game, Duke Nukem, came together to make this. I had no idea about this game. It's apparently being published by 3D Realms and came out on the 16th, I believe, so not that long ago. And it's doing very well. Sold very well. And I think after this video, we're going to sell a few more copies of it. I think a few more copies are going to get sold after this. Because, of course, people are going insane over a 90s style and inspired retro shooter by the people who made Duke Nukem. It's the same team, I guess, from what I've seen. And we've got, of course, Resetera going full force. Let's take a look at this, because they actually want 3D Realms to fire these people and put somebody else on the game. So if you're interested in a spiritual successor to Duke Nukem by the people who made it, check out Ion Fury, IONFURY, and let's see what's got these people so mad. So heading over to Resetera, which I need you to understand is a powerful website. We sit here and we laugh at them because they're weirdos and strange people, because apparently this is a gaming website that never talks about gaming. They seem to be more angry about things than anything else. So I got alerted this on Twitter and went there, and it was still in the top trending things because they don't have a search bar on the website. So luckily this was still like in the most recent things, so I found it pretty easily. Iron Dev shows signs of transphobia, among other issues. Update. Voidpoint. Twitter responds. So, what's going on here? Apparently, some people in the Ion Fury, I keep wanting to say Iron, Discord had some really hot takes. Some hot takes. And were mocking the S to the J to the W's, and they got quite upset about it. So last night I knew who was following the community response to Ion Maiden's release showed me this image on their official Discord server where it shows one of the devs, M. Blackwell, using the term SJW derogatorily, and is followed by another dev saying some SJWs are effing nuts. Here's the full list of developers according to the Discord plus the aforementioned screenshot. Please note the moderator is not in the dev team. These people are so crazy. They're the weirdest group of people. But like I said, make no mistake, these people have the power to change gaming. It's so crazy. Because I guarantee you that me and 4 or 5 people like me, as far as like spending power on video games, have probably spent more on games this year than this entire website. I think I can confidently say that with absolutely no research, because they don't seem like gamers. Gamers don't sit here and complain about stupid crap like this. The only people I ever see complain about this are people that don't play games. They just want to change it for the reasons of changing culture. And these people get on here. Look how mad they get. I can't believe he said SJW derogatorily. He said we're nuts. Now let's get him fired. Let's get him fired for that. And that's why he calls you nuts. Because you're literally going to talk about, you're going to see they're talking about getting him fired. This is only 13 pages right now. I guarantee you within 3 days, this is about 900 pages. And for you Vic Mignogna fans that follow the channel, a frequenter of this website, a very devoted follower of the website, constant poster, Mars Girl. So that should give you an idea of this kind of website if you're not familiar with them. So we go in here, we have the names of the people in the Discord. We got them! Pretty much kind of take they're doing here. And they got the leads here, and then they have the entire dev team. So they all need to be fired, basically, is the stance that this person is taking. And they will openly say that. And you can see here they have some takes about the NPCs. So they're just angry people of any background because complaining on the internet feels good, man. And do you know what the key to happiness is? Beer. Yeah, that works pretty well. And then this guy says, some of them are nuts. And this got them in. What? I can't believe you said we're nuts. Let's get fired. Good way to prove you're not nuts. By saying, let's get someone fired because of their opinions. So this is what it really boils down to. They said this. Yeah, if you're having to decide if your child is trains, I'm not going to say the word, at birth, you have mental problems and probably shouldn't be a parent, in my opinion. I don't really think that's crazy. You shouldn't be thinking about that as soon as the child is born. Now, I don't know if he's being joking or not, but I have seen some people say, we're going to put neutral colors in the room of the newborn. It's like, what? Let's just have blue or pink. Come on, the kid was just born. You know, these people shouldn't have kids. Luckily, thankfully, most of these people don't have kids, to be honest. Most of them don't. They don't reproduce. They get dogs, and they have doggy children. So, thankfully, that's not really a problem. Though some of them do. And those kids are going to be very messed up. Very messed up. I feel really bad for those kids and the raising that's going to be done by the crazy parents. Because they're going to totally influence and shape those kids into the strangest of people. For real. And I'm not slighting anybody that chooses to live the train life. That's up to you. I don't really care. But I don't disagree with this guy here. You shouldn't be putting that on the kid that was just born. But I don't know if he's joking or not. Personally, when you become an adult, you should be able to do whatever you want. But as a kid, yeah, there's some things I don't agree with. But anyway, we're going on here. And they're showing some stuff talking about, making fun of when they said video games is recognized as a disorder from WHO. They're laughing about that. Apparently that's a big deal. So it goes on to say, y'all can search these up yourselves, but the Discord is public, so finding context isn't hard, and there isn't a single case where these people are mocking these kind of statements. I firmly believe these scumbags should be outed and should not be supported, which sucks because Iron Fury features the lead female hero with a badass design. Reaching out to 3D realms, it may be possible to remove these individuals and make sure they don't infect other projects. I will also showcase other things I've found in the following 2 posts. So, sorry, I'm still working on my crazy voice because these people are absolutely crazy. And this is the most vindictive thing here. Listen to this. And this was the big thing. By reaching out to 3D realms, it may be possible to remove these individuals and make sure they don't infect other projects. Okay, and then you get mad when the guy says NPCs are effing nuts. You get mad about that. The reason he's calling you nuts is because this is nuts. For you to get this mad about this, to want to get people fired. So we move on down to this hot take gotcha moment. Here's something that they consider very problematic because the game stars a female. And Terminations says there is no feminist slant in the game, though. This is a gotcha moment for them because they want lecturing 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They literally get online in their free time to lecture each other on this garbage website. So there's a lot of other funny stuff in here. They go on to make fun of a Resetera later on in the post. They screen cap them and put in there, what they're calling us Resetera. They're getting mad. But here's the funniest thing that we'll end it off with. So all the going back and forth and yelling at each other. We don't get that far down. We'll get to post number 19. And this guy says, remember, guys, that while he has some opinions you may or may not agree with, He has not hurt anybody. Let's not transform this thread into a witch hunt. Banned. When they crossed his name out, they banned him. Then they banned this guy who responded to the guy that got banned for 5 days for thread whining and misrepresenting a member who clearly wants a witch hunt. And then this guy responded because the guy was being a baby. I mean, the OP of this thread literally made this thread because he didn't get his witch hunt in the game thread. He stated it in his OP. He kept bringing this up. The mobs weren't forming, so he got ambitious and made this whole thread dedicated. And boom, he got his witch hunt. He got his witch hunt. So apparently there was a thread that was just talking about the game. This guy went in there and said, "It's problematic. It's a problem." They weren't forming as much. I guess they were actually talking about gaming in that thread. And then this guy makes this one, bans a bunch of people that say don't turn it into a witch hunt. Or no, he can't ban anybody. The mods banned him. Crazy stuff. This website is terrible. This website is terrible. But the reason to highlight these things is because it does have power. They have gotten games to change. They have gotten people kicked off of projects or terminated out of the industry. So it is a serious thing to talk about and highlight. And hopefully, we can bring some more stuff to the game, some more views. Ever since post-Fox YouTube lately, a lot of our sites, our channels are down, our views are down, but we still get a decent amount here. So I encourage you guys to check the game out if you like old 90s shooters, and maybe consider purchasing it, because if it keeps doing well, it's not going to matter what these people say. It'll just get drowned out in success. So anyway, that's all I got. Like, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed, by the way, because this is post-Vox YouTube. So we don't get to grow our channels anymore. It's up to you guys to make sure you're still subscribed, to make sure you share everybody's videos, not just my videos. If you like a content creator, the biggest favor you can do for them right now is to share their videos, because it's up to you guys now. It's a community grassroots thing for channels you like to grow their channels, because we're not going to get recommended anymore unless we're fishing channels or, cooking, makeup, stuff like that, male makeup tutorials, things like that. Those get recommended. But channels like this, they're not going to get recommended anymore. So it's up to you guys. Anyway, check out my Twitch. There's a link in the description. We're getting that up to 1,000. Almost there. Really excited about that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.